He was a quiet boy, the kind who never bothered anyone. But one day his classmates decided to make him their target. At first, the bullying happened in school, but soon it spread online. They created fake accounts, posted humiliating photos, and laughed at him every single day. Everyone saw him as the victim. But he wasn't silent because he was scared. He was silent because he was waiting for the perfect moment to strike back. To get revenge so devastating that their lives would never be the same again. At school it started with small things. A shove in the hallway. A cruel nickname whispered just loud enough for him to hear. A backpack thrown across the room. Teachers noticed, but they looked the other way. Kids will be kids, they thought. But kids can be cruel. One afternoon, while he was sitting in the cafeteria, someone slipped behind him and poured milk over his head. The room erupted with laughter. Phones were out instantly, recording, posting, sharing. By the end of the day, that video was everywhere. From that moment, it didn't stop. They made memes about him. They edited photos to make him look ridiculous. They spread lies, that he was creepy, that he was dangerous, that he didn't belong. And every night, when he checked his phone, he saw hundreds of comments, some from people he had never even met. Strangers laughed at him too. His parents noticed the change. He stopped smiling. He barely spoke at dinner. His grades dropped. His mom begged him to tell her what was wrong, but he just shook his head. He wasn't going to give anyone the satisfaction of seeing him broken. Because he wasn't broken. He was planning. For weeks he studied them. Every cruel post, every fake account, every lie. They thought it would disappear into the void of the internet. But he saved everything. Screenshots, videos, names, dates, times. He created a folder on his computer, hidden where no one would ever find it. He wasn't just collecting proof. He was building a weapon. The bullies had no idea how smart he really was. While they wasted time mocking him, he was learning, coding, online security, how to trace accounts back to real people. And with every insult, with every laugh, he grew more determined. Revenge wasn't going to be simple. It wasn't going to be quick. It was going to be perfect. One night, while scrolling through his phone, he saw a post that finally pushed him over the edge. They had taken an old family photo, one of him with his parents, and edited it into something disgusting. It wasn't just mocking him anymore. It was mocking the people he loved. That was the last straw. He shut his laptop. His hands were shaking, not from fear but from focus. It was time to act. The next day at school he walked through the halls as if nothing had changed. The bullies smirked, laughed, pointed. But he didn't react. He didn't even look at them. If anything, he looked calm. Too calm. They thought he had given up. But the truth was he had already started. That night he went online, not to check their posts but to begin. He opened his secret folder, stared at the mountain of evidence he had collected, and began to put his plan into motion. Step 1. Identify them. Every account. Every IP. Every fake name. Step 2. Expose them. Not just to teachers, not just to parents, but to the entire world. Step 3. Well, that part he would keep to himself. Because what he had in mind was bigger than simple payback. He wasn't going to humiliate them the way they humiliated him. He was going to destroy their reputations, their friendships, their futures. And as he typed the first lines of code, he whispered to himself, "They think I'm weak. They think I'm nothing. They have no idea what's coming." And then, something happened. Something he hadn't expected. While tracing one of the fake accounts, he found a connection that made his blood run cold. It wasn't just his classmates. Someone else was involved. Someone he never thought would betray him. The moment he saw the connection, his heart sank. One of the accounts spreading the worst lies about him was traced back to someone he trusted. Someone he thought was on his side. It was his cousin Ryan. Ryan had always been jealous of him. They grew up together, but Ryan was the loud one, the popular one, the kid everyone noticed. And now it all made sense. Ryan wasn't just standing by while the bullying happened. He was helping fuel it. For a few minutes he just sat there, staring at the screen. Betrayal. Anger. But then, a smile crept across his face. If Ryan wanted to join the bullies, then Ryan would go down with them. The plan was already in motion. He spent weeks preparing. He set up hidden accounts, mirrored the bullies' behavior, and dug deeper into their digital lives. Every secret, every embarrassing photo, every private message, they left everything exposed. And he took it all. He didn't want to just hurt them. He wanted them to feel what he had felt: humiliation, isolation, fear. So he built a website. A single page with a simple title, "The Truth About Them." One by one he uploaded the evidence. Screenshots of their group chats mocking teachers. Videos of them shoplifting from stores. Messages full of slurs and hate speech. Every fake account they made to bully him, traced, exposed, undeniable. And at the very top of the page he added their names. Full names. Photos. Images. They had tried to make him a joke. Now the whole world could see who they really were. The night he launched the site he didn't sleep. His phone buzzed nonstop. First it was whispers at school. Then it spread like wildfire. By morning the site had thousands of views. Parents saw it. Teachers saw it. Even local news outlets started asking questions. The bullies panicked. They tried to delete their accounts but it was too late. The evidence was already everywhere. Screenshots were shared, copied, saved. Their reputations shattered overnight. And Ryan? His cousin's face was plastered across the site too. People couldn't believe it. The betrayal, the cruelty, it was all there in black and white. But he wasn't done. He sent anonymous emails to the school board, attaching the same evidence. He sent copies to colleges the bullies were applying to. He sent files to their parents, making sure every lie, every cruel word, every crime was known. One by one their lives unraveled. The most popular boy in school lost his scholarship. Another was suspended after being caught shoplifting in one of the videos. Parents grounded their kids for months. And Ryan? His own family turned against him. Suddenly the bullies weren't laughing anymore. When he walked through the hallways now there was silence. No more shoves. No more nicknames. No more laughter behind his back. People looked at him with wide eyes, not with pity but with fear. And for the first time in a long time he smiled. But the best part? He had done it all without ever revealing himself. Nobody knew who created the site. Nobody could trace it back to him. To the bullies, it must have felt like karma itself had arrived. And that was exactly what he wanted. Weeks passed. The chaos slowly died down but the damage was permanent. Friendships were broken. Reputations destroyed. Futures lost. One evening as he sat in his room, his phone buzzed with a message. It was Ryan. Was it you? Did you do this? He stared at the screen for a long time. Then he typed back a single line. You did this to yourself. And with that he blocked him. For the first time in years he felt peace. The bullying had stopped. The laughter was gone. And while the scars might never fully heal, he knew one thing for certain. He wasn't the victim anymore. He was the one who had the last laugh.